No, we have Schneider Electric as a goal that is valid in every country because we are looking at issue and opportunity on a global basis. So typically the goal of Schneider Electric is to become the leader in energy management. Energy is a key issue for the planet, for every country, and we are bringing solutions to help people make the most of their energy. Typically, we are seeing that the energy demand will double by 2050, and even if you take just electricity demand, it will double by 2030 in the world, just due to the many people arriving in the middle class, which is good for the health of the population, but it's buying fridge, computer, car, and so on. They are consuming much more energy. And the problem is we cannot have, because of the demand of this energy, we cannot have also double of the CO2 consumption. So you need to decouple the growth of our economy with the energy consumption to be sure that we are not cooking the planet. So because we want to be the leader in energy management, we are looking after markets that are consuming a lot of energy. So typically we have solutions for industry, we have solutions for big building, we have solutions for residential, we have solutions for utilities and infrastructure, and we have solutions for data center, because data center is one of the objects which has a more density in terms of power consumption in the world. And so data center really enter an evolution since 20 years. First, it was built to be very reliable. And since 2000, due to Schneider Electric effort, it became to be clear that to be competitive, the data center market should not only be reliable, but they should also be efficient. And we start to bring, in being co-founder of the Green Grid community, we start to build the PUE measure, power usage efficiency, and try to build to bring solutions to build more efficient data center, bringing the PUE from 2 average today in the world to 1.3. And even if you use our free cooling solution, you can even go to 1.1, but it's available only in certain countries, not every country like Singapore and Bangkok. So we are bringing really this up to now, reliable and efficient data center, but the problem is that most of the digital economy is changing completely the game in the data center industry, and it's very difficult to predict what will happen in the next 2, 3, 4 years. And when you build your data center, you build it for 20 years. And so you need to be able to manage this uncertainty. And what we have developed now, after reliability and after efficiency, we have developed solutions to be able to be more flexible in the design of your data center and to build more faster your data center. This is called the prefabricated data center. So it's built in factory, modules of power, module of cooling, module of IT, module of hydronics, that you have now big building blocks like big Lego that you use to build data center very quickly. Could be up to 12 weeks to build a data center, and in a very modular way to be very flexible in terms of capex and money usage, but also flexible in terms of evolution of your data center, module by modules. Yeah, the idea of managing energy and efficiency is really to control and to know. You cannot improve something that you don't measure. So the first usage of the BMS and what we call the bigger picture of data center infrastructure management for DCIM for data center is really first to get the information and to be able to measure, and then to make simulation to be able to improve and to understand from analytics what are the things that could be improved and so on. So typically our data center infrastructure management is taking care about everything together with the BMS, which is part of it, which is all the power distribution, all the cooling activity of the data center, and all the racks and PDU in the IT room. At the same time, you need to take care of the video surveillance, access control, and so on. And this is within the data center, but you need to be able to talk outside of the data center. So, for example, you need to be able to understand how the weather could impact your data center. If you have blitz coming in and so on, you will not do a maintenance on the UPS and so on. So you have a connection with the weather forecast application of Schneider Electric, and you have also a connection with the capacity to talk with the grid, with the smart grid, because of course, being an object that consumes a lot of energy, there is many things you can do in matching the energy demand and energy supply with the utility on the market. But you have also to talk with the IT load, because this also has an impact on the way to operate your data center infrastructure. So you will have some interface with the VMware, with the SCM of Microsoft, with the UCS Cisco load balancing system, to be sure that we can make clever scenario for the CIO if there is an issue on the power, if there is an issue on a server and so on, that they can talk together and find the best escape to maintain the data integrity and the continuation of the operations. We are quite lucky because through many acquisitions over the last year, we have built a portfolio of components in Schneider Electric that is really very large, and that is really taking care of everything in a data center between the wall and the server. So there is not one thing that we don't have in our portfolio. And due to the fact that it's very large, we have many competitors, but no one is as large portfolios than the one we have. So we are competing for the cooling with some of them, for the power conditioning with some of the other, with the power distribution with, again, other, video surveillance with different type, DCIM with other company and so on. So it's very scattered in front of us. After everybody is trying to get the best product, and it's difficult to have at every moment always the same product everywhere, the best product everywhere. But what we are trying to bring, which is the capacity of these different components to work together in an efficient manner. And here I can say, because of the breadth of our portfolio, we are much better than our competitor on this aspect. We can, for example, bring the life cycle services easily. We can bring this prefabricated notion to be more flexible because we have all the components together in charge and so on. First, to be successful on the consumer market, you have to be very simple, and you have to bring simple solutions that can usable easily without being an expert to have it work and so on. And we have, if you go to Schneider website, you have a solution which is called Wyzer, W-Y-S-E-R, with really the management and automation of the residential house through on your tablet or on your iPhone. And you have many ads on YouTube that you can go and look at Wyzer, where you see how somebody can control the temperature, can put power on, power off when he's at home, dispiriting his kids that are trying to play on the Nintendo or PlayStation or whatever. So really, this type of solution has to be very simple. Cannot be similar as a BMS. It has to be more simple. And the idea is really to control the house and to be able to give enough information so there is a change of behavior of the inhabitants of the house to consume less energy. Well, smart metering is a very important thing. It's a basis to be able to start to do to do smart grid. And smart grid is really to have a generation of energy which is clever enough that it could talk with other people, and to have demand of energy, or the guy who are consuming, the systems that are consuming energy, that is clever enough to say and to project and to talk with the other. When the two are capable to work together, to talk together, there is a first thing that could happen, which is how to match the demand and the supply and try to avoid and to erase the peak by making the demand and supply matching together at every day, every hours, or every minute. And the smart metering are really at the basis of this smart grid. And of course, we are totally involved in smart metering projects all over the world to make this happen and to make this match of the demand and supply, which is an excellent way to manage better your energy and to solve the challenge I was talking about at the beginning, which is decouple the economic growth with the energy consumption.